Hello, truck fans! It's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. First time here to the channel, welcome. How you doing? Howdy. Make sure you hit subscribe, click the bell, smash the like button. We're talking trucks, and trucks are awesome. This is a live stream, and a live stream I interact with you, the fans, because you make this possible. And so I have a little bit of Crown tonight, and like per usual, we sit back, relax, have a drink, or not. Family-friendly show. If that's something you don't want to do, you don't have to do. And we sit back and have a good time and talk about trucks. Currently, the coronavirus, not to be confused with the Bud Light virus, is causing all sorts of havoc in the truck world. And doing the best I can to keep up with the, lack of news or what news. But I'm telling you what, this channel is hot right now. Hot right now. I got all sorts of cool stuff coming your way. My goodness. Mark that off. But I'm doing an interview tomorrow with Joe Bacall. If you don't know Joe Bacall, he's a pretty famous off-road racer, does Baja kind of stuff. But what's really cool about him is that he's also a test track driver for Toyota. And he's done other brands. He's done events for different brands. He's got a lot of knowledge. And so it'll get interesting to talk to him about kind of behind the scenes on what it takes to be a test track driver. And what is he really evaluating when he takes these cars and trucks on a track. And so I'm really curious about this. I had an interview with Consumer Reports, my friend Mike Quincy, this is going to go live. I had an interview with Mike Swears, Chief Engineer. Top 5 questions I get asked on this channel about Toyota, that's going to go live. I have an interview Friday with David Ives of Ford Trucks. We're talking about the exhaust emission systems that they have for the Ford Trucks, because they are really impressive these days. And so if you have questions about Ford, let me know. And if you have general questions about engineers, hit me up, man. I'm hitting up all sorts of people. I have a discussion going on right now with the American Institute of Steel, and we are discussing the frames and high-strength steel and frames, because if you saw the frame bending videos I've done, there's some questions about if that thin steel is stronger, if it's weaker, what the deal is, if they're making cheap frames, and if the steel comes from China. So I have an interview coming with him that should be really interesting. I'm waiting to get the timing figured out on that, and lots of really cool stuff happening on this channel. And so I got 4Runner Tech video coming out Wednesday, 4Runner review coming out, Ram review. I did the cold start in the Cummins diesel. That's gonna be a really cool story. I got a phone call from my brother. Why does he always call during my podcast live streams? I don't know why. All right, you saw the Jake video today. I have a Swede origin video I need to do because the Swede is outside. He's kind of broken down at the moment because I need to fix him. What else I got? I got all sorts of stuff. And yeah, really, just a lot of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. I get text my brother back. Ron is here. Jeff is here. Juan, of course, is here. Juan's a big fan of mine. I text. Okay. Okay, live on YouTube again. I will text him back later. I don't know why he calls during live streams. I don't know, it's his thing. So, David Boyd is here from Nissan Nation Podcast. Sean Awood, Amond, is a Ford 5.0 liter in the 2020 F-150 direct injected or traditional. You know, I hadn't thought much about that. And then we did that video today with Jake, not from State Farm, who was discussing how 2018 it changed to be direct injected. So that tells me they wouldn't go backwards, right? They keep it the same way, direct injected. So I'm going to go with direct injected. I love this stuff. It's my passion. But I'm not always 1,000% on all the different manufacturers and what they're doing. So I'm going to say direct injected. Doing great. Jeff Karate is here. Juan, hey guys. On curfew, yeah, they just closed down the schools here until May 1st, and I played golf today, and I'm a little disappointed. Hey, Doug, I played golf today, a little disappointed, guys, because at the golf course they have, thankfully it's open, but you can't touch the flag. They've raised the cups up a half cup, that way you don't stick your hand in the cup to get your ball and transfer any germs, and it's still spring here, so the weather is kind of iffy. And it was really busy today because everybody was at the golf course because it was 60 degrees out, and we're all freaking bored as hell. So, in my world. But meanwhile, all you guys are bored as hell are really helping the channel, man. The views are insane. I think I got like 500 comments on Sunday. I am doing my best to respond to comments. I'm doing everything I can do. It is crazy right now. Those frame bending videos just took off. I'm really happy with the way that frame bending video did with the engineering guy. I thought it was a fantastic video. I really helped. I thought it was really good journalism on my part, and I will toot my own horn. And I thought it was really fantastic. Gene is here. Juan's here. So there's like 22 of you guys here. I want to read a message for you guys. Oh, my brother's watching my live stream. Hey, bro. So I couldn't call you back. Or no, he's not. He's watching the movie. I'm sorry. That's the question. Anyways, I want to read this to you from my friend Erskine Presley, which is a cool name. He says, "Hey, Tim, I watch a lot of your videos. Great job, my son. I really appreciate your knowledge." Cool. My son is in the Marine Corps and is in Syria fighting the good fight. We talk about different videos, and that seems to keep him upbeat. Are you kidding me? Our armed forces are talking about my videos in Syria. Happy to help. Honored that you watch my videos over there. Honored to help out whatever I can to do, improve your attitude over there to make it worth. I don't know, man. You guys are fighting for us. I've always said that my only regret in life is that I didn't serve. I wish I would have done it in my early 20s. So bravo to you, and wow, that is just crazy to get that message. That hit right there, guys. That was tough. Wow. So hey, David, $2. Thanks, buddy. David's paying back the hats I sent him by $2 increments. All right, 619 Tundra. Any 2021 Toyota Tundra news? I have nothing. The chief engineer and I are kind of like going back and forth on stuff, but I have nothing. He's not telling me anything. He's so tight with their stuff. Doug, I saw a photo of you today. You were in Alaska doing some hiking outside with your family. Is that what happened? That is really cool to be able to get outside. I am going stir crazy by being in lockdown. I really, really am hoping we don't become a shelter-in-place city because, guys, I can only sit inside so much. I got to be outside doing stuff. Got to go out driving. Got to go out doing things. There's a lot of conversation right now in the industry whether my press loans will be discontinued because they can't deliver them anymore. Being that I'm in a different state, there's questions of Colorado closes their borders. What happens to Nebraska? So I'll be fine. I always come up with unique ideas, but there's a lot of concern going on. And a lot of people in my industry are really having a hard time right now. It's hitting everybody. So I'm very thankful to be started a YouTube channel because, man, if I was still freelance writing, it'd be a nightmare. It'd be an absolute nightmare. Headphones. David's owning this live stream. He's owning the live stream. Paxron says that was good. Thank you. I thought that was really good journalism. I was really happy with how that video turned out, and I really hope that people keep watching it and it becomes one of those videos that lives through the ages well. That people keep responding to it. And I was really shocked. I was talking to my engineer about the frames, and I had no idea that if you weld the holes closed, that you invite rust on the frame. That blew my mind. I didn't even put it together that welding on the frame would burn off the E-coating, and without having a way for the moisture to get through the frame, because the frame's a living, breathing organism, basically steel, it's going to have some moisture in it, that by doing that, you would invite rust on the frame. Wow. I mean, I had double take when I took that. I was just shocked. Yeah, have the bears started working in Alaska, awake in Alaska, yeah. Van TH says, if you don't have any new news, why make live video? Well, because people want this live video, Van. My audience is asking for this live video all the time, so they always want me to talk about stuff, and they want me to interact with the fans, so that's why we do this. And it's different. I appreciate this channel is a little bit different than other channels, so that's why we do it. Don't have any new news on Rebel TRX. What's happening, guys? Ouch, I have a big sore on my finger. What's happening is all that stuff is kind of it's kind of interesting, Van. This is my new thing. Is that all of the product launches have been like stymied, like nothing's happening. Like people are they're just not doing any sort of reveals. The plants are shut down. They're going to make ventilators. I mean, everything is back a couple months. It's crazy. I don't want to do a live video every day. I'm not doing a live video every day. Gene, you and this little Nissan pickup. I'm gonna have to go to the farm tomorrow and do a walk around this little Nissan pickup we have at the farm. It's a Nissan hard body. I don't know. It's like a 92 or something like that, 93. And yeah, it is a definite unique kind of truck. Yeah, live videos rock. Yeah, I'm sorry, Van, you don't like the live videos. I'm sorry. Don't watch them then. Some people like these things. Some people tell me they like these things. I don't know. I do them anyways. Whatever. It's an hour of my time. How many car companies died from the virus? Ooh. I can't understand how Mitsubishi is still alive at this point. It's interesting. Ford took out a big line of credit, and that's been a conversation on the channel that you guys have been talking to me about, and I've been researching this. The more you guys comment, the more I research this stuff. And I took out additional lines of credit against what they already had available. So they took all of their available lines of credit and they cashed it all in, the big billions of dollars. And so I think it's interesting that people keep saying Ford's going to have these issues when I don't see it. But they could. My concern with these companies is parts. Who's going to have enough parts to keep building all the vehicles? Parts are a huge issue. Juan's here. Johnny Five's here. Yeah, it's interesting. Somebody just said they didn't like the live streams. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. This is what you guys wanted. It is funny though. Like I lose subscribers in live streams. So I don't know. maybe just this core group loves them, but everybody else hates them. I don't know. You caught me during dinner. I'm sorry. At least your pants were up. Hey, how's your wife, Johnny Five? That was awkward. I'm surprised that Mazda's around. I don't see or hear much. I'm a little bit too. Mazda is a good product. They're kind of holding on to a little niche or niche. I was trying to get them to do a fly fishing trip up in Montana. That probably got quashed thanks to this coronavirus. But I've been trying to go to fly fishing again. So trying to get them to do something with their CX-5 or CX-9 or even a CX-30. Let's go fly fishing. Yeah. Right now, I would take a camping trip like nobody's business. I would just get away from this weirdness. But they closed all the campgrounds. It's like they want to sit at home and watch TV on the couch. And man, I am not that guy. My coworker has one. Gene says I picked it because it's small. I thought it'd be easier to detail. Oh, I'm going to start putting up dealerships. Dealerships, as far as I know, are offering deals. The biggest thing that I've been looking at is the discounts. Have you guys seen the discounts on trucks? They're offering 3 months without payments and da-da-da-da. It's crazy. Nothing happening. It's sad, but I'm thankful for your news always. Hey, Chris, thanks. And you guys, I know you guys are bored at home. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 videos put out. I have a video tomorrow that's going to be 10. And so, I took out Jake. So 9 videos. I'll have 9 videos total. I got a Ford Expedition Limited, and I have a Toyota Tundra TRD Pro outside. So I'm going to keep pumping out content. And hopefully this is entertainment for you guys, and you guys enjoy my 15 minutes of videos or 20 minutes, whatever. I'm doing it for you because I'm hoping that keeps you somewhat entertained from all this. Or unentertained or distracted or something, because this stuff sucks. Oh, Van says, I don't mean it like that, but you should be coming up with your own news, right? I did, Van. Did you see the frame bending stuff? And I have, like I said, I have a interview with chief engineers this week, so I need to get Chevy and Ram chief engineers, and I'm trying to work out some questions for them. But yeah, so I'm doing new stuff, and I'm keeping stuff going as best I can. Do Ram and GM hope Ford gets crushed? I don't think so, and this is why. People always think about this stuff. If you look back at the recession we had in 2008, Ford came out and said that if GM and Chrysler didn't get bailouts, they were next. And the reason Ford was next wasn't because of Ford's business or GM's business being better or whatever the deal, whatever. The reason was the part suppliers. if the part suppliers go down and Ford's not buying from them, man, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. So it's not about Ford and GM and Ram the competing. It's the mom and pops and the small businesses that are part suppliers. When they go under, these manufacturers are in trouble. Oh yeah, camping. I can't. Yeah, so the wife and I discussed it. We have the family farm in Wyoming that's 400 acres, and we said if it gets really bad, we're gonna go to the farm and go camping. We're gonna go find a camper, go to the farm, do whatever. They close the state parks in Florida today. And I get it, and I understand it, and I think they're making the right decisions. I'm okay with that, but there's a mental health aspect to this too. And when you take away camping, you take away outside stuff, and you just want to have a sit in the house all day and just stare at a screen. And mental health is a huge issue, and I have a big problem with that. It's supposed to be. I played golf yesterday and today to get outside. I was fortunate. Sunday, I walked 18. I had 3 guys with me. I had a foursome. 18. So we were all separated. Walking down the course. It was fine, but just talking to other people, and being out there with other people, and just being out in nature. I mean, I need to get my fishing license again. Just go out. If worst comes to worst, I'm just go fishing. We have a pond at the farm. I'll just cast line all day. Get a 6-pack of Bud Light, sit out there, and just cast a line. I gotta do something. Cars died. Mazda, Mitsubishi, Nissan scales way back. Nissan's already scaling way back. They're just So there was Chevy Silverado for sale for $53 a month. $53 a month. Let's pick out a truck we think Tim should buy if he was going to do it. You guys keep watching these videos, and it's this weekend. I cannot say this enough. This weekend was a record-setting weekend for the channel. I look at the numbers. I had more views over this last weekend than I think I've ever had in the channel. You guys are blowing it up, and it's awesome to see. Trail Boss Crew Cab 6.2. Yeah. I actually want the Crew Cab, the Chevy Trail Boss work truck. You can get a work truck with Chevy Trail Boss trim on it. Be pretty cool. Tim, I've got bourbon coming out. Mister, I'm with you. Drinking some Crown tonight. I'm going to find the bigger bottles because, my goodness. Home with the wife and kids. Ron says there's good and bad experience with every manufacturer. I drive a Silverado because my last truck was a Ram. Yeah, and I think that was really interesting about the video today with Jake was he's not mad at Ford. He just happened to have a bad Ford truck, and so he got it lemon lawed basically through the business through the BBB because I cannot say those words correctly. So he got the lemon law, but he wasn't mad at Ford. He just bought a Ram instead. I mean, so that's the thing. It's like, why be angry? Every once in a while you get a lemon. You just do. John wants to know, any word on Hyundai's truck coming to North America? Well, Hyundai's working on a truck. They're working on a unibody truck. It's the Santa Cruz, and they've already greenlighted it. The thing's supposed to be here, but with the coronavirus, everything's pushed back like 3, 4, 5 months. So, yeah, it will be here in North America. I don't think they did a different global truck. I don't know. I've been stuck on this. There's a 4-wheel drive action channel. Letter 4, WD action. And I'm sorry if I'm not supposed to talk about their channels or whatever, but I've been watching these guys. They're a bunch of Australians, and they did this really cool off-road video on tire size that I was watching the whole thing. I mean, I clicked play and just sat there and just enjoyed the whole thing. And I just saw this, like, they have this master shootout with 8 different utes. And I really want to watch it. And I really want to just go to Australia and like be there for their shootout and like drive these utes around with these Australians and their accents because they're awesome. I have a good time with that. So yeah, it's on my queue of videos to watch is the 8 ute shootout from the Australians. And they have the full accents. They're in the bush. I mean, it's really fun stuff. I like Chevy. I don't know. I'd buy it. I want to get the Ram though. The Ram Tradesman with the 3. No, 3. What am I saying? Yeah, I want to say it's 3.6 liter hybrid V6. I want to try that out. I really want to take that on a road trip and see what it does for fuel economy. I do. The 6.2 liter V8 is really cool. Some people get depressed being inside all day. Kills me. I sucked up on turtle wax and bought a new polisher. Gonna make a ton of car detailing videos. Yeah, but what's with your lawnmower, Jeff? You're like a 3-day premiere on a lawnmower. Why a work truck and not a crew cab loaded with everything? Because one, every time I drive a new truck, I get from the manufacturers, it's a crew cab loaded. I want to get a work truck. You don't see work trucks done anywhere else. Nobody buys work trucks. I want a work truck, and then I want to upgrade it. I want to buy. See, if I get a work truck, they get manufacturers, aftermarket manufacturers, give me stuff, right? And I'll review their stuff on the work truck. If I start with the high country, it's hard to take that down and go down to a lower level. I want a work truck, and I want to go up. That's what I want to do. Hey, Elliot, what's going on? So Nia's being pushed back. Detroit looking iffy. Makers are going to need to get people excited about trucks and SUVs again. They'll start releasing stuff in their own channels, like Hint Hint Bronco. Yeah, it's all delayed. I love full drive action. You do, Gene. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I like their channel. I just subscribed, and or I guess Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk is now a subscriber of four-wheel drive action, and they do. I wouldn't do the stuff they do because they're really into their stuff. But I love watching. It's really funny. I'm not funny, but it's really good stuff. Whiskey is my favorite. I would. If I can get my hands on some Buffalo Trace, I can't find it around here. So, dear Buffalo Trace PR team, there was some stuff that was like a Pappy something. Oh, Pappy Van Winkle? I think that's what they call it. Oh, it's so smooth. I think the thing with the whiskey is as you drink it, so like you get the flavor, you get the hotness a little bit. The cheaper whiskeys have a lot more hotness than the more expensive whiskeys. And then the back of your tongue, a little bit of the back of the tongue as far as what the flavor is. And when you get the higher grade whiskeys, it's so smooth and it's not hot and it's so much flavor and it's so good. Savage Geese, love the new Ram, but crush them in dependability. Yeah, Savage Geese. I've watched them a couple times. Really high-end video quality content, but not enough. Like, I want more. I just want more content. How much should I sell my used 2007 Equinox for? Never sold a vehicle before. Ford Corge, you've never sold a vehicle before? First thing you do, KBB. You KBB it, you get the Blue Book value. Blue Book value will tell you exactly what that thing's worth. And that's really what it is. And then you start about $500 more, because everybody's going to dicker you down, and then you settle about right around the price that KBB is. I'm planning on 2 days a week, but want to keep Tuesday, Friday. Man, at this point, I'm thinking like, I hate doing more than one video a day, but at this point, I'm thinking I may have to do more than one video a day because it is just going to be crazy with the stories that are going. I got people reaching out to me right now all the time because the channel's blowing up, right? A. And B, a lot of people are at home bored. I would have a build series, yes. If I had the work truck at a build series, yeah, Nias is delayed. It was postponed, and now it's way out of the segment as far as launches. But I don't know. You know, it was when Nias was first announced it was to be delayed till August. Everybody's like, well, that show's done. I mean, who cares about the show? But now, with manufacturers having to push back all their plans and go back to the drawing board, that show could be really important. And with you guys clicking on the view button on this damn channel, do I have to go to New York City? Do I have to go to the show? I will go to the show. Don't push me. I'll go to the New York City Auto Show. I've been there. Y'all crazy. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all crazy in New York. Holy cow, there's a lot of people there. And I have a problem. Here's the thing with New York City. Is I went and I got really hungry. And people are like, how'd you go to New York City and get so hungry? I get really hungry. And they're like, why? I'm like, I have a trust issue. Me and the hot dog vendor have a trust issue. It's a hard time here. Like, I don't know if I trust the hot dog vendor. And now, with the freaking coronavirus thing going on, it's like, do I really trust the hot dog vendor? I don't know where he put his nose at, where he scratched his butt, whatever. So it's like, I don't know. I'm having a hard time in New York City. Plus, it's super expensive, right? So a hotel room in New York City is like $300 damn bucks. And then I just rode the subway every day. Yeah, hate my city. I just have a problem in New York City. But people keep unveiling trucks and SUVs everywhere. New York City makes zero sense. When I was in Brooklyn, took the train down to Times Square, or the subway to Times Square. I got out and I walked to the Javits Center, and I counted. The one day I was there, I counted 2 trucks. And the entire day I was there. And they were building a house, or not building a house, they were renovating an apartment or whatever there. And so I'm like, why would you have a truck in New York City? It makes no sense to me. And that's why I understand the Hyundai Santa Cruz. I understand the Ford Courier coming back. New York City, totally makes sense. But yeah, that city is, no, that's crazy. It's crazy. Riley, just join. What did you miss? Lots of cool stuff happening. Drinking whiskey. Yeah, typical stuff. Not much. We're just sitting here chatting. The coronavirus got us all kind of down and bored. And yeah, trying to get outside, trying to enjoy the nature, and trying to drive trucks. So a lot of cool stuff happening, Riley. This channel, you guys, I'm so honored by you, or I should say humbled. I'm honored by this this guy who tells me his son and him in the armed forces watches my videos and discusses them. Very honored by that, but very humbled by the amount of views I've been getting. I've been sharing stuff to David. He's probably pissed at me by now. But I'm just shocked. I just am really shocked by the response, and it's really cool to see. And wow, it's a wow. I had so I haven't let's look at the numbers. I was looking at this the other day, and come on, 3 more. I almost added 1,000 subscribers in a week. 1,000. I've never done that before. I've never done that. That is just crazy. All right, let me catch up. What do you think? Who's the best, Telluride or Highlander? I'm from KSA. Abu. Damn it! I'm sorry. Abu. Salome. I'm trying, man. I apologize if I got that wrong. I like Telluride. That Telluride is sweet. The Highlander is really good. Don't get me wrong. The Telluride is really impressive. Let's go drink New York City. Yeah, maybe. Do you watch any of the big YouTube car rebuilders? No, not really. There was a guy building a Chevy truck I was watching pretty closely because I'm restoring a Chevy truck too, off and on. Not really off, more off than on. There's a guy with a million kilometers in his Ram. I was watching him a little bit. Now, I don't really watch much of the car rebuilders because it's funny. It's like the car rebuilder is such a different area than what I'm covering. It's totally different topic areas, and so it's hard for me to watch them because we're doing completely different things. Let's see. You got to go to Coney, New York Auto Show. Just compare the Coney Island Dogs versus Detroit Coney Island Dogs. I know Detroit Coney Island Dogs, but New York City, that's a great pizza. Yeah, but if you stay in the line, I'm really impatient. Yeah, I don't know. I can go to New York Auto Show. If news gets pushed around enough, and they say they do Bronco there because everything got blown apart this year, I'd have to go. Riley, they put my state in lockdown. No, it sucks. I want to visit Montana State National Parks one day. Montana is gorgeous. If I were to pick a state to winter home in, I want to be Nebraska. So when I get older, I'm going to snowboard everything because I'm tired of shoveling snow. But Montana, Kalispell, Montana, up by Flathead Lake, holy cow. That is a gorgeous part of the country. Just gorgeous. Hard as heck to get to, but just gorgeous. Oh, wow. Do you think a VW M-Rock would be a great competitor to GMC Canyon, not Denali? I think it would be a good competitor. The problem is VW doesn't have the balls to bring it to the United States. They've literally said that they don't think they compete, that if they redesign it, they don't think the market's big enough. They just don't have the balls. They have no leadership to do it. I'd like to really drive one. I think it'd be great, but it's so much different. I did that video. I compared them. Gosh darn it, what video was that? I compared a metric 1 ton with a U.S. midsize, and I did photos, I did measurements and such. It's a really good video. I think about what the video is, but it I think people are really shocked when they look at the BW Amarok. They see that it's narrower and taller and shorter than the U.S. midsize trucks. It's really interesting. You're crushing Amigo, thanks. Generally, I had a sub just hanging out. Yeah. Thanks, David, for hanging out. Yeah. Good content will do that. Well, thanks, Eric. That means a lot. I'm really happy you guys enjoy the content. I'm hoping I was watching some of my competitors, and I'm really glad that some of the videos put out because they're making some stuff up right now, and it's really boring stuff. So I'm glad you guys are watching my stuff, and glad you guys are enjoying it. So yeah, it's good times. Oh, Saudi Arabia. Abu. Do they? Now I am interested. Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is, I think that's what the K is going to be. So do they sell the Telluride and Highlander in Saudi Arabia? Abu, you gotta respond back. I'm really curious right now. You gotta respond back. You're shopping for a Telluride and a Highlander in Saudi Arabia, right? Come on, you gotta respond back. Do you think the small Toyota truck will haul a boat? Well, the Tacoma? I'm trying to figure that out. The Tacoma will haul a boat. Yeah, it'll haul a boat. Yeah, it's depending on the boat. I mean, you're not going to do like a pontoon, but it'll haul a boat. John Q, small Ford pickup is coming. It is coming. It is coming. David says, my dream state is Utah. Utah is really pretty. Utah. You know what interesting is Utah is pretty, but you know what's a hidden gem in this country is Idaho. Idaho is incredibly beautiful, and nobody knows about it. I've been to Idaho 4 or 5 times now, and wow, Idaho is just crazy. And Skinwalker Ranch in Utah, yep, Utah is very nice, yep. Down by St. George is really pretty in Utah, really good. Hey, Big Truck, Big RV, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. I've been watching your stuff. That's not a channel I watch. If you guys don't know about YouTube, I watch Big Truck, Big RV. I watch his stuff all the time. I actually have his card right here. If I could, yep, that's his card. JD is on the channel. JD and I hang out at truck events. We have a really good time. He's a really knowledgeable guy, and he knows his stuff, and so it's good to hang out with him. And one of these days, I'm going to get JD on camera, and his fans are going to go. If you know, JD doesn't show his face on camera, which is fine. Everybody does his thing differently on YouTube, but I think it's interesting. All right, JD is here. Gene, the metric 1-ton you reviewed was Dodge Fiat, if I remember right. Yeah, it was one of those things. It was like, I didn't review it, but I talked about the size differences. There's a guy with a 550,000 miles in his 2012 Ram 3500 comes dually. I thought about you because of yeah, say something to him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd do that. Oh, yeah, thumbs ups. With everything being delayed, we were going to have to event stacking up each other. I said that one of the things, I'm going to be insanely busy. JD and I are going to be insanely busy if things get back on track. Like, I won't be able to be home because I will be on a flight somewhere, flights everywhere, because it is crazy what's going to happen. When everything starts coming out and, like, it's just, oh my gosh, guys. I'm concerned. I'm concerned. I will not be home. It's just going to blow apart. Idaho, yeah, JD says Idaho is amazing. Alpine is beautiful. It is. It's a gorgeous part of the country, and nobody goes there. Elliot says the other channel's content is boring. It. Sports Center is so dead. I was watching Sports Center the other day, going, "Holy cow! They have nothing to do." I watched Golf Channel. They were playing a tournament from 2 years ago. These sports channels are just dead. I got a friend who runs a sports betting channel. He has a radio station and a YouTube channel, and the stuff he's trying to put out is just doing everything he can, but whatever. It's what it is. I mean, he has nothing he can do. John, hey, John. First of all, John, thank you so much for your donation. He donated $50 to the channel, and I really do appreciate it. John is a great supporter of the channel, and he's over there in Cheyenne, which is currently getting locked down even more as we speak. All right, John wants to know, do you think the car industry will start using the Carvana model of delivering cars to you? I heard GM is giving it a shot. Yeah, but there's no Carvanas near me. I think if I think if things get bad and I start losing press loans, I think I'll have to go to local dealerships here and get vehicles and just review them the best I can. I'm not too worried about that. Like I said, I got tons of stories that are not reviews coming out, which is always interesting to me. Reviews on this channel are the worst performers for income, and really, it's frankly, it's my ideas in journalism. It's my ideas in doing stories and talking to chief engineers and coming up with new story ideas that do the best. The frame bending stories were stuff I saw on Facebook, and I happened to do a story on it. So, I mean, that's what takes off. So, I'm not so worried about reviews. I am worried about the length of time that's going to go on with this. I'm really worried about how long we're going to be dealing with this stuff because it could be to December. It could be the year after. I mean, it's really crazy. Well, I wants to know North Dakota or South Dakota, which more beautiful? South Dakota. I've been to both, and I will tell you that South Dakota is, for me, more beautiful. The Black Hills, the rolling river out by the eastern side of South Dakota. Rapid City. Rapid City is really pretty. And South Dakota, I'm pointing at my screen, is 3 hours that way. And if I could go anywhere during this coronavirus, I should see if South Dakota campgrounds are opening because Black Hills are really pretty. All right, a gem in Canada is Thunder Bay, Ontario. There you go. I think I've heard of that. I think not you, but I've heard of that. I ask you who's better. I know Abu, but I want to know which one you're buying. I said that the Telluride was probably a better one for I would say the Telluride is better than Highlander right now. I would. I like the Highlander a lot. I do, but that Telluride is impressive. But still, you got to tell me which one you're shopping for. Ron says, I enjoy the high mileage half-ton truck reports. Anyone can have a new one, but the slightly older high mileage ones are awesome. I agree. I've done some million-mile ones, and I want to do some more half-million miles. I just want to tell truck stories. That's the thing. He doesn't show his face. That's okay. All of these boring states you guys are naming sound appealing right now with coronavirus. Elliot, you're in Michigan, aren't you? I think you're in Michigan. When I was in Michigan, I had no idea all these states existed. I had no idea was west of Mississippi. And there's some beautiful places west of Mississippi. I think when you're in Michigan, you get tunnel vision. The vehicles you drive are tunnel vision. The places you go are tunnel vision. You go up north, you go up north, you go up north. Or you go to Detroit, go to Detroit, go to Detroit. And so I think when you get out of Michigan, you start exploring the country, and it's really pretty. The Ocho, your passion comes through. You just tuned in. What are you drinking? Oh, hey, Alexander. I am drinking some Crown Royal. Actually, I have the glass that actually says Crown Royal on it. And there is no airflow in here, so I'm getting hot from no airflow. So settle down in the comments. I haven't drank that much. But yeah, I typically drink some whiskey and just... What it is I started doing it when I first started doing this live stream to the channel because it makes me nervous to be on camera like this, and it just calms me down a little bit. It just takes the edge off a little bit, and I can talk on camera, and it's fine. I don't do it for my other reviews. I'm not drinking while I do my reviews. I just, at night, when we're sitting here talking, I just have a little drink. And I've been... some people like it, some people don't, but that's what I do. You play the old mini truck racing on Sports Channel. Maybe something. It's a random group on Facebook. I tell him, where do I message you if he says yeah? Oh, Tim at pickuptrucktalk.com. Or you can message me on the channel. I know, Juan, you've been on the Facebook channel. Just send a message to the Facebook channel. Yeah. Oh, you like my posts on Facebook. I have a good time on Facebook. Session. Your video is great. I found you when I was doing some research for 2013 F-150. Oh, great. Thank you. Thanks for being in live stream. Thanks for hanging out. It's a good time. I really do enjoy the live streams. I enjoy the channel. It's great. So I'm glad that you get that. I'm glad my passion comes through, and I'm still humbled and shocked that this whole thing's worked out. Elliot says, "No, you're only focused on trucks, but what do you think of the new Hyundai Elantra?" It was interesting. I saw some photos of this, and before the whole coronavirus, I didn't get a chance to make an opinion. I'm sorry, I have no opinion. But my friends were like, "Oh my gosh, it's the sexiest thing ever." And Elliot, you and I have talked about other journalists and their viewpoints on things, and they were just over the moon on this thing. They thought the Hyundai Elantra was just beautiful. I don't know. Let's look at it. So I have my phone here. So Hyundai, I keep saying it wrong. Hyundai, like Sunday, Elantra. So, yep. No, the 2020 images. I gotta do the thing. All right. It's loading. It's loading. I think the Highlander is very nice. It's really good resale value. It does. Wyoming or bust. Jeff, you got to make it down here. That's 2020. Was it 2021? Hyundai Elantra. Let's try 2021. I think that's what they do. All new. Yep, all new. It's a preview. Well, that grill is interesting. Oh, my friend the Car Buzz. Jared. Yeah, Jared the Car Buzz has something. Yes, he's talking about it. Wow, that's like the Lexus like grill, like the looks like a bunch of like braces. Can't get braces. Huh. Wow. Yeah, I'm kind of like I'm with you. Not a fan. All right. Is Mike Spears still in charge of Tundra development? He is. He's actually in charge of Tundra, 4Runner, Tacoma, Sequoia development. Wyoming is pretty, right? Yeah, it is. I'm in it all the time. Tim, could the virus be the end of the Nissan Titan? No. Nissan's got too much invested. Elliot, yes, in Michigan, but up north is anywhere north of Flint. That is true. I go to Saginaw. I go like west of Saginaw quite a bit, and it's very much up north. What truck would you choose to drive from Washington and New York, and what route would you take? Ooh. What truck would you choose to drive? So let's narrow this down. I would not drive a mid-sized truck. I don't think I would. Maybe a Ford Ranger, because Ford Ranger does really well on the highways. I wouldn't drive Tacoma that far. I'm sorry, Tacoma fans. I'm sorry, but I always get TRD Pro, and I would not drive it that far. That's a long way. Maybe a Limited with the leather interior and the better tires. But no, I wouldn't feel comfortable. I hit my head too many times getting in and out. Ranger would be it's a good highway vehicle. Gladiator, no. Nissan Frontier, no. No, I can't drive it that far. The seats aren't as comfortable in Nissan Frontier. I know David's going to start arguing with me here a little bit. Hold on, David. Nissan does a great job. Zero gravity seats. They are amazing. But the Frontier, no, I couldn't do that. GMC Canyon? The Chevy Colorado, yeah. I could do Chevy Colorado, but I really would drive a half-ton. I tell you why. Half-ton for me is like a Cadillac these days. You're just really smooth, point where you need to go, and you have all the safety technology in most of the half-ton trucks, and you just go. And so it's a smooth ride, and it's big enough that it handles the wind, handles the stuff. It's just, 3/4 ton and 1 ton, no, that's a long ride for those, and I would just feel beaten down after a while. The 3/4 ton rides so much better than it used to, but can't do that. So I would drive a half-ton, for sure half-ton. Out of those, the Tundra is nice. It doesn't ride as well as the other competitors. Titan, probably not. The premium fuel just pisses me off. I know, not required, recommended. Let's see. So that leaves the Silverado, the Sierra, the Ram, or the Ford. I would drive a Ford. Yep, the 3.5 liter EcoBoost, that's a lot of fun engine to drive. Very smooth in interstates. The 10-speed transmission is nice, smooth, shifting gears. I'd drive a Ford. But I would probably have to drive the Ram. The Ram is that 5-link coil suspension and air suspension as well. Put it all together. It's a smooth riding truck, man. It feels like you're just floating on air. I would drive a Ram. I would love to drive the hybrid, the 3.6 liter V6 hybrid, to see what fuel economy is like, especially with the changing weather conditions and changing wind and roads. Now, how would I drive there? I would take I-90. So I-80 is like south of me. I-90 is a South Dakota route. I'd take I-90 across, and I would not go around Chicago. I'd go north UP, and I'd come back down through Flint and Detroit and run into Canada and come down to upstate New York. That's what I would do. I wouldn't bother Chicago around Indiana and do toll roads out towards New York. And the toll roads are they're okay. They're not a big fan of those. I would go I-90 across through Montana, through South Dakota, through Minnesota, go up to UP, come down through Flint and through Detroit, go to Windsor, go across Niagara Falls, and come down to New York City. It'd be fun if some dealership or somebody has a truck like that, or if I could buy something like that. I would do it. I would do that kind of trip. I think it'd be really cool. Don't care what people say about drinking. I don't either. Do you read about the secret fleet of new Ford Excursions hiding in Dubai warehouse? I did not. Link in the comments or link after this video. I gotta read that. That's interesting. From Niagara Falls, New York, butt crack of the East. Ooh. Ron is not a fan of Niagara Falls. Jordan's here. Hey, Jordan, what's on, buddy? Nothing new in 2021. It's ugly in Hyundai. The last one was pretty. Elantra, it's ugly. Ooh. Wow, you guys are not liking the Elantra. I shared the Ford descriptions hiding in the barn in Saudi Arabia and Ford group on Facebook. We're drooling over all these excursions. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that today. All right, Alexander. Hey, I watched virtual NASCAR. Virtual NASCAR. This is interesting. I watched virtual NASCAR, but the last 5 laps had me falling off my side of my bed. And I went back to sleep. Let me see if my wife let me any Southern comfort. So your wife stole your Southern comfort, and you watched virtual NASCAR. Really? This is interesting. Jeff, I would like to see FCA rebadge Peugeot truck and bring it back to Dakota and do variations, Chevy additions to the market towards the muscle truck market. Let the Jeep play with sports truck. Wow. Jeff has some high hopes for FCA. I don't know. There's so much going to move on. No, wait, I hate the seats. Oh, Dave's not arguing. I agree with you, the taco criticism. Jeff owns a taco, too. Jeff owns a taco. Yeah. Never heard of zero gravity seats, but Riley. Oh, Riley. Go get yourself, I think Nissan Titan, David's on his podcast. David has his Nissan Nation podcast. David knows. But I believe Nissan Titan has higher trim levels, and some of the cars have it, some of the SUVs have it. They have there's nothing on your butt. There's no steel on your butt on these things. They are really impressive seats. I know zero gravity is a marketing term, but BS, they are fantastic seats. The Cadillac truck is a Ram 15 Laramie Longhorn or Limited. Yeah. I would drive that truck cross country. That would be incredible. Do you think the smaller, Elliot wants to know, do you think the smaller Ford truck is coming because people think the Ranger is too big and expensive? No. I think the smaller truck is coming because Ford decided to sell any cars. Ford has some opportunity to increase volume to help their share price of their stock, and they have production now available at plants because they killed the car production. I think the Ford is making a smaller version of truck because they're trying to get volume. Without volume, that $20,000 truck cannot turn a profit. Just can't. You need more higher price point to turn a profit. So I think it's all about volume for them. Leather seats in front are good. Cloth fall apart. At least I don't have to worry. Oh, so poop smear. Poop smear. What a great name. At least I don't have to worry about my parents or grandparents getting this. They're dead. Yeah. My mother-in-law died last year. She was a nurse. She would be freaking out right now. She was head of nursing in the local college here. And we were talking about it last night. She would just be freaking out about this stuff because what do you do? Alexander says, I have a Sierra 6.2 crew cab and 6.5 foot bed, 8-speed, going to put some rough country 2-inch lift. Can't stand the front drop. Oh, the rake? You know, the people talk about that stuff all the time. They do a spacer kit, right? So you do front end spacer kit lifts that up and makes it level. And when you do that, you'll lose fuel economy because it's aerodynamics with the slant. But I think there's leveling kits. Rough country, people are always telling me rough country is the way to go with leveling kits and lift kits. Oh, you have a lift kit on there. But yeah, it's a leveling kit that raises that front end up. Hamilton. Oh, yeah, through Windsor and Hamilton. Yeah, and you go around. Yep. Under tarps. I'm sorry, I was busy being outside today. Going to get it. Oh, he's getting a good link. News today, there is no news today on 21 Ram Heavy Duty. Well thought out choice trip, Tim. I'd go Silverado Extended Cab 01 and try to hit the parts of the old Lincoln Highway and Trans-American Trail along the way. That's a good idea too. The Trans-American Trail, that's that It would take you longer, though. I guess, Gene, it depends on timing. I would do the same trip you're doing, but it depends on timing. There is a trail that's one of the world's longest continuous highways, one of the first one continuous highways in the Black Hills, South Dakota. And I gotta look this up. It is really an impressive trail. But South Dakota, Black Hills. This is my search terms: Black Hills, historic highway. It's a byway, though. Is it a byway? Highway or byway? 87, 16A, 385. It is Needles. The Needles Highway. Needles. It's deemed impossible by critics. It's a National Scenic Byway. Was completed in 1922. You guys, after the live stream, whatever, Google it. The Needles Highway. We're going camping again this summer, hopefully, knock on wood. And I'm going to take whatever vehicle I have down the Needles Highway, and I'll go buy some more GoPros. I have one. I'll do 3 or 4 of these things. I'll take you guys on a route through the Needles Highway. And you come around this corner, and they built through the wall of the rock. They built an opening, so you drive through, and you come around the corner, and you make a left-hand turn. I can see it in my mind. Make a left-hand turn, and there's a faces of Mount Rushmore off in the distance. It is the coolest thing, and it's a really, really cool highway and byway. I guess I don't know what the difference is, but you take this road, and it's gorgeous. And frankly, you don't care what time you're gonna make. You're not driving speed limit. Everybody stops, pulls over, he takes photos. You do video of it. You just take your time going through the Needles Highway, and it is just flat out gorgeous. And I tell all the PR reps I deal with, why are we going to Arizona? Why are we going to San Diego? Why are we going? Fly me to South Dakota. Get me to Black Hills, South Dakota. I argue with you right now today on this live stream that the Rapid City area is more inclusive of most customers, is just as beautiful as San Diego, and it has some amazing scenery. And I don't know why we don't do more press trips in South Dakota. I do. When I get a Suburban during the summer, I get some big SUV. I grab the kids, we grab the tents, we go up north. My version up north. We go up there, and it is beautiful up there in the Black Hills. And you know what? It's 1/3 the price the damn Rocky Mountains are in Denver. And the Rocky Mountains are more beautiful because they're snow-capped, but that is still really beautiful. There you go. I'll get up my soapbox now. The grab seats drove from Nashville isn't never had sore ass. Yeah, I agree. The biggest one with my TRD Pro is the road noise. It's more like it should be in a $55,000 truck. I agree. It's a very reliable, dependable truck, but there are definitely some areas of improvement. Sass. I'm going to call you Sass. What do you think about the 2020 Ram Power Wagon? Oh, Power Wagon. God, that's such a great truck. Was Ram trying to bring back the Power Wagon of old? Nah, they were just putting different styling on it, different colors and such. But, Power Wagon. Power Wagons are so cool. I don't know what that's just Jordan. Jordan just throws out random stuff because he can do some. Margaret says, I'm a rubber duck in my pickup truck. Okay, Margaret. Who had it? I wasn't on today. It was last week. I think I saw it on Facebook. Well, send it to me, guys. Send me that stuff. You can find me everywhere. How come my buddy near you who drove from my house, Tennessee, all the way to Alaska and the Xterra? That's crazy. Yes, check Needles Highway. No, South Dakota. I rode the Needles Highway 50 years ago as a kid. Well, it's been around since 1922, so sure. Ron says it was called Needles Highway. Yeah, it is. You guys are talking. It's not. It's South Dakota, Jordan. And dumb idea, give me drum brakes. Hello, it's 2020, not 1976. I've heard about drum brakes so many times. I think Mike Spears is tired of me asking about drum brakes. I asked him in this interview, and I think it's on my list for tomorrow. It is on my list for tomorrow. I wrote down some days. It's on my list for tomorrow. I asked him about the cooler, the transmission cooler on the Tacoma or the Tundra and Sequoia. He had to laugh because him and I, we talked a lot behind the scenes too, and he just laughed at me because he's like, "All right, I've answered this many times." I said, "No, I'm getting you on video this time. You're gonna answer it on video." And he was like, "Fine." It's good good time. And the Forerunner video, I can't wait to do this video. I did a Forerunner review at the farm, and I used the outhouse in the video. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the outhouse. We still have one. And I'm thinking about having to put, like, on the screen in the caption box what an outhouse is. Because I think we're at the point in society people don't know what the outhouse is. So, yeah, I had a good time with that, too. So, I can't wait, guys. There's so much cool stuff coming. You guys have no idea. And I hope you guys enjoy it and watch it because I have a hell of a good time putting together. So, there it is. All right, 5 minutes left. Ding, 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 ding. 5-minute call. We have $4 chat revenue from Mr. David Boyd, Nissan Nation Podcast, who's done a great job again. 35 viewers, 16 likes. Guys, I'm doing this for you. I hope that this is entertainment for you. It's better than network TV, and it's better than the darn no sports going on. Bored as all can be. Let's see. Any news on 2021 Ram 1500 regular cab coming? No news. Around the Ground Landscaping LLC. I hope you're still keeping busy, dude. It's tough right now. I haven't heard anything on regular cab. They're supposed to do something because they're supposed to do all the crew cabs, extended cab, and regular cab. But the factory is being shut down right now in Michigan. It's going to delay everything. If you guys don't know, GM, Ford, and FCA are all shut down right now. Yeah. They will say Tacoma owners don't tow as much, so drums are good, which I respectfully disagree. I know you do, Jeff. Yeah, I was discussing with them, but yeah, it was kind of crazy. Full size versus heavy duty trucks. Full size are better for around town, better long distance driving. Heavy duty trucks are better towing and hauling. Yeah, that's what I got. 4 minutes. Anything else? Questions, comments, concerns? I'm telling you, good stuff coming on the pipeline. Keep watching stuff. I'm so humbled by it. And I'm so humbled by messaging this guy, like I said earlier. I'm going to do it one more time. I'm doing it one more time because it was such a cool message. And I couldn't believe it. I get a message from Erskine Presley, which is a cool name. Anyways, it says, "Hey Tim, I watched a lot of your videos. Great job, my son. I really appreciate your knowledge. My son is in the Marine Corps and is in Syria fighting the good fight. We talk about different videos and that seems to keep him upbeat." He just stops there and I'm like, wait a minute. He says, "We talk about different videos and that seems to keep him upbeat." A Marine in Syria is watching these videos and talking about them with his dad. That is just insane to me. Insane. It's just crazy. Juan was watching Paranormal Investigator. Yeah, lots of stuff. Chevy Chubb Boss, single cab coming. It's regular cabs, single cabs. Such a tough market for those things. Thunder Limited for sure. Thumbs up for Tim. Hey, thanks guys. And 2 minutes left. Any other last questions, comments, concerns? Going. Just sit in my chair. We're watching. If you guys haven't seen it, we're watching Lucifer on Netflix. And if you guys watch Netflix at all, but my wife and I are watching Lucifer on Netflix. And I like stories of good shows with complex characters. And my goodness, Lucifer is a complex character, so it's a good show. That's what I'm watching right now. If you guys are curious, when I'm not on YouTube and I'm not watching other people's channels, I'm watching Lucifer to keep time passing. Because it's just... I hope that I look back at my Facebook memories from this and laugh a year from now. That's what I hope for. Yeah. All right. Keenan is here. Keenan is late. He's always late. Love the wall. Hey, thanks. The wall was pretty cool. I was really happy with how it turned out. And I had people messaging me to send me more stuff, so it's going to keep filling up. I may have to add another shelf. It's hard to get it all in one shot, though, because I have the hats over there, and then I have my diploma and some stories are written. I'm going to see if I can do a screen over there. And I have some stuff behind me, pistons and awards and truck trend stuff and things like that. And then I have, what am I doing? Oh, I can't see my screen. I have it. That one. Westworld. Really? Should I be any problems? 3-liter diesel? Not that I'm hearing of, Steve. I'm not hearing any problems. I did hear that there's some failure rates in some of the early ones, but I think they're going to straighten that straightened out. Netflix, Hulu on Netflix. It's on Netflix. I don't know when yet. I guess it's time to catch up on my murder documentaries on Netflix. It is. Netflix is streaming my house. We're having fights over internet right now. Internet speed is becoming a big issue in my house. We're fighting over it. So, all right, guys, that's it for tonight. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. 3 words again, Pickup Truck Talk. As one is find out And Juan found out we have really funny stuff coming on Pickup Truck Talk. Oh, Super Duty's coming soon. It's on my list of vehicles I'm supposed to get next couple weeks. So yes, Super Duty's coming. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Good night. Good night to everybody. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully it cut down the boredom. And I'll see you next week, Monday, because I told you, if I'm in town, I'm doing these live streams. And guess what? I'm in town. Yeah. All right, guys. Good night. Later.